feel today? Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap. It's embarrassing. Yap. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! It's a wrap. Game over.
All right, y'all. We outside again on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. It's our Talk Your Team Tuesday, and man, I'm ready to talk about it. Again, we back outside, back out by the lake, and man, there was a lot that went on this weekend. How'd you do on your picks in the Lunch Break Weekly? Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Who is going to win $50 cash tomorrow? We will find out. When my interns total up everything, we'll have that for you tomorrow. Man, I got that sun shining on my head. Woo! I mean, it's shiny over here. But anyway, man, let's get to it. What a weekend. The NFL. Let's go ahead and start with last night. And I tell you, the NFL is interesting. The NFL is very interesting because last night, it was the San Francisco 49ers losing the second game in a row. They lost for the second time in a row, this time to the Minnesota Vikings. And I got to give Kirk Cousins, you like that, some credit because he handled his business last night and pulled out a 22-17 win over the San Francisco 49ers. And look, let's go to the box score real quick because that's where I want to get to. Brock Purdy had a tough one. One touchdown, 2 interceptions, and the last one was crucial. Now, he had a high completion percentage, threw for a good amount of yards, but those 2 interceptions were costly on their second loss in a row. Kirk Cousins, 35 for 45 for 378, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. And let me just say this, San Francisco's defense last night got did up in the secondary. They got ate up in the secondary. They stopped the running game, but they could not handle the passing game of Kirk Cousins and all that. And I mean it, man. Kirk was under duress all night long. Kirk Cousins was under duress all night long, but he made enough completions and enough plays to get the job done. And again, congratulations to Minnesota on a quality win, only their 3rd this season, and San Francisco back-to-back losses from there. So again, that was one that I did not see coming. I had San Francisco in that one all game long. So, hey, what do I always say? That's why they play the games. All right, what other game surprised you? For all of y'all who thought the Falcons were a fluke, guess what? They are on top of the NFC South after beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 16-13. If I'm not mistaken, Tampa Bay has now lost 2 games in a row. Baker Mayfield, once again, I told y'all, he starts off strong and then he comes up lame at the end of the season, and it's always everybody's fault but his. Baker Mayfield, 27 for 42. That's not good. 275, that's all right. But a touchdown and an INT, and, again, wasn't good enough to get the win. Desmond Ridder, who they were talking about sitting, 19 for 25, 250 yards, did not turn the ball over. And that's all you can ask. Give your team a chance to win the game. Now, what it came down to was that the Falcons ran the ball and dominated the clock more than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But right now, the team sitting on top of the NFC South, Keith Hennig, is the Atlanta Falcons, not the Saints, not the Bucks, and definitely not the Carolina Panthers, but the Atlanta Falcons. Man, I'm Dirty Bird fans all over. They don't care how they get in as long as they get in. Keith Hennig said, that's not saying much. Bakey is BM. I agree. I gave him that name. And I'm telling you, man, I know what I'm talking about. Mayfield was going to start off strong and then fizzle down the stretch. All right. Big shout out to Kim DeGret. Big shout out to CJ, Donna Coleman-Holman. What's going on? Appreciate y'all tuning in. All right, let's go to a couple more before we take this first break. All right, let's see. Who else did we get? That was a surprise. Man, what in the world happened to the Buffalo Bills? The Buffalo Bills got Bill Belichick. Because he came up with a gem to defeat a team that should have dominated that game. I mean, Buffalo should have won that game by 2 touchdowns, and they ended up losing by 4 points. And I'm not giving Mac Jones no love, but the final score in this one, 29-25. Let's go to the box score. Buffalo, Josh Allen, 27 for 41. That defense had him running for his life. Threw for 265, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And Mac Jones, 25 for 30. That's good. 272. That's good. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, but he still ain't the man in my book. All you New England, Mac Jones is the man. He's just competitive. Yeah, he just caught a Buffalo team that Bill Belichick out-schemed and did what Bill hadn't done in a while. Beat a team by taking away something that they did not know they needed until they could not use it. So, Buffalo, if y'all ever want to be considered to be for real, y'all got to do better than that. You cannot lose a division game to a lesser team like the New England Patriots. You cannot do that. Donna, yeah, Bill definitely needs Brady to win a Super Bowl. He has not done it without him, and Brady has won a Super Bowl without Belichick. So I think that question has been asked and answered. But I still got to give Bill Belichick for some credit for being the brilliant defensive mind and game planner that he is, because, man, he just outdid the better team, the Buffalo Bills. All right, so he said he's got the Bucs on Thursday. He can take that night off. Yeah, I think that they're going to end up winning 2 in a row, because I think he's going to confuzzle Baker Mayfield. I think he's going to confuzzle BM, and BM ain't going to know what to do but get frustrated and blame somebody else. All right, let me take my first break. When we come back, we'll hit some more of these right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. We outside, y'all.
What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and the Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
I won $500 at the lunch break for keeping up with the Jonas Bracket Challenge.
All right, y'all, man. We're about to be 8 weeks into this thing, and we got to find out tomorrow who wins $50 cash, courtesy of the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Man, this thing has been off the chain. There've been some folks that only got 1 wrong, 2 wrong, 3 wrong. So, man, if you are in, make sure you check your teams, your wins, your losses, your tiebreakers, and make sure you get in on that money. All right, we'll be announcing the winner tomorrow, and we'll also give you the standings, and we'll let you know where it is and where it's going down. So people got some ground to make up. Keith got some ground to make up. All right, Big Mike and Big Tom Floyd and Chi-Town, y'all got some ground to make up. So we'll see who will get it done. All right, let's get back to these scores. All right, so that was a surprise game right there. Got to give some love to the Cleveland Browns, man. Cleveland has done some stuff back-to-back that without their starting quarterback. And, man, P.J. Walker managing the game enough to get a win over San Francisco. And this week he took down the Indianapolis Colts 39-38. And again, did just enough to get the job done. So congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. You're going to be surprised where they are in the lunch break power rankings for the NFL. You're going to be surprised at where they are. Baltimore Ravens doing what I thought Baltimore was going to do. They ran over the team that we had number 1 this past week in our power rankings. They ran over them 38-6. And for those who say Lamar Jackson is a running back playing quarterback, how about he threw? Let me go to the box score for you so I can shut y'all up with that nonsense, that ignorant take right there. And yeah, I said ignorant. All right, Lamar Jackson from the pocket, 21 for 27, completion percentage off the chain, 357 yards. I didn't say 100. I didn't say 2. I said 357 yards with not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns and 0 INTs. So you need to close your ignorant mouth if you're still running around here talking about Lamar Jackson is a running back playing quarterback. He's a quarterback who just doesn't do it the way you think he should. That man handled his business and got a quality win over the number 1 team in the division. So I got some lawn people doing the grass, and of course that's going to mess up my show, but we'll go ahead and get through it quick. If I've got to stop sooner than later, I'll do that today. But anyway, got the lawn crew out there doing the lawn. So all right, so anyway, if y'all can't hear me, if it's unbearable, y'all go ahead and put that in the comments, and I'll try to do something different on the next break. The New York Giants got a win over the Washington Commanders, 14-7. A lot of folks starting to get sour on Eric Bieniemy as the offensive coordinator. I'm sour on his quarterback, Sam Howell, because I said the dude is not that dude. So New York Giants got a must-need win inside of their division. Seattle Seahawks are at 4-2. Seattle is at 4-2, got a win over the Cardinals 20-10. And then also the Pittsburgh Steelers hanging in there with the Baltimore Ravens. They improved to 4-2 with a 24-17 win over the Rams on the road. That's quality, man. That's quality. Denver finally stepped up and did something. Russell Wilson did his job. 19-17 over the Green Bay Packers. Again, Denver was at home. Kansas City is starting to Kansas City. Kansas City is starting to Kansas City. I said that they were going to beat the Chargers, and they beat them convincingly by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. I got a hint. They might be the best team in football right now. Philadelphia still not giving up on stuff. They took on one of the highest scoring offenses and beat them by 14, 31-17. Jalen Hurts did his thing, 279, 2 touchdowns in the win, outdueled Tua Tagovailoa, who's been the best quarterback in the league all season. And then, of course, you know what happened with the Saints and the Jaguars on Thursday night. It was 31-24, Jaguars over the Saints. And, of course, several teams were on the bye. So, again, that's our NFL week number 7 wrap-up. And, again, congratulations to the Vikings, Falcons, Patriots, Browns, Ravens, Bears. I forgot the Bears with a rookie quarterback making his first start beat the Raiders 30-12. Congratulations to them, to the Giants, the Seahawks, to the Steelers, to the Broncos, to the Chiefs, to the Eagles, and to the Jaguars. They were all winners this week. All right. So, again, is the noise in the background okay? Is the noise in the background okay? Y'all let me know. Donna Coleman Holman says, ooh, Lamar was a monster. He got that plus 200 mil because he earned it. Yeah, definitely. No lie there. No cap. All right. And Donna said Russ won. Yeah, without his head coach giving him any love, man. He gets plenty of love from you and me. Donna says, hey to the people. Keith says, hey to the people. Keith showing the love to all the ladies. Keith, we're going to call you the lunch break ladies man. That's what we're going to call you, the lunch break ladies man. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, I got to talk baseball right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
My name is James Jr., and I won $500 at the lunch money of the Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I apologize for the lawn care noise in the background. I'm just going to cover one more thing, and I'm going to get out of here, and then we'll come back and we'll do it all tomorrow. But Major League Baseball, American League's Championship Series, the Houston Astros came up short. All respect and credit goes to the Texas Rangers, heading back to the World Series for the 3rd time in their franchise history. They haven't won any, but they balled out, and I got to give them credit because they came in and won every single game in Houston. And when you cannot defend your home stadium and your home field, you don't deserve to be World Series champion unless you're the visiting team and you go win 4 on the road like the Astros did a while back against Washington. So I think that was the other way around. And I have it right, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I got to call out a few people, man. and two of them are not Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez. They stepped up. They handled their business. Even Jose Abreu, they stepped up. They handled their business. But I got to call out a couple of people, man. Kyle Tucker, where you been? Did you not know that there was a playoff series going on and that you needed to show up so that your team could go back to the World Series? Alex Bregman kind of started to come on late. But, man, Jeremy Pena hadn't hit a home run since July. Bruh, I love you, but you did not show up. And Framber Valdez, I don't know what happened to you, bruh, but whatever they tried to tweak to fix you, stop doing it. Stop doing it. The Astros better not fire Dusty Baker. I'm going to say this and then I'm out. Dusty Baker, all he did was bring integrity to a team that had none. And I don't want to hear the crap about, oh, everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. Your butt got caught, Astro fans. Your team got caught. Y'all revere A.J. Hinch. Y'all love Jeff Luhnow. They cheated to bring a chip to Houston. Dusty brought a chip to Houston the right way and got y'all within one win of possibly getting another one. So if you fire Dusty Baker, you're dumb as hell. I said it, you're dumb as hell. Dusty, if he wants to manage again, you give him another year. If Dusty wants to retire, you retire him and you honor him like he is who he is, and Hall of Famer that led your team to a legitimate World Series championship. Dusty Baker is the man, period. He's going to the Hall of Fame, whether these haters in Houston love him or not. He's going to the Hall of Fame as he should. Now, Arizona and Philadelphia going to a Game 7. Arizona and Philadelphia going to Game 7, and I give much love to Arizona on pulling that out because everybody thought Philly was going to just run through them. I'm rooting for Arizona tonight to make it an Arizona-Texas border war for the World Series. So anyway, that's all I got. We'll talk college football tomorrow. We'll talk Week 8. We'll talk Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. We'll do all that tomorrow right here on The Lunch Break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you, and there is nothing you can do about it except tune in tomorrow for Winning Wednesday right here on The Lunch Break, again, powered by JM&E.
My name is James Jr., and I won $500 on the lunch break of the Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge.
Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today, it's Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. Number 1. Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen is scheduled to testify Tuesday against his former boss in the civil case against Donald Trump in a New York City courtroom. New York Attorney General Letitia James argued that Donald Trump inflated the value of his properties by as much as $2.2 billion and charged him with engaging in years of financial fraud to unjustly enrich himself and cheat the system. Michael Cohen is regarded as critical in the trial in which he may be called to testify about Donald Trump's specific intent. Number 2, United Airlines is switching up its boarding policy. Starting October 26, basic economy ticket holders, window seat passengers will board first, then those in the middle seats, followed by folks in the aisle seats. The change is estimated to cut boarding time by up to 2 minutes. Number 3, hepatitis C is a viral infection that causes liver inflammation that has affected around 4 million Americans. Currently, there is no vaccine for hepatitis C, but the good news is that some new treatments are available that can cure this disease. Unfortunately, African Americans have substantially higher rates of chronic hepatitis C and hepatitis C-related deaths compared to other ethnic groups. Number 4. In September 2022, What You Need to Know covered the story of how 82-year-old Dr. Marvin Dunn, his son, and 4 other black men were threatened with racial slurs, then nearly run over by a white man. David Allen Emanuel, a 62-year-old white man, was sentenced to 1 year plus a day for each of the 6 charges and ordered to serve 2 years of supervised release. Officials initially wanted to sentence Emanuel to 5 to 6 years in prison. Number 5. Do you have a business, or will the IRS rule it a hobby? If you engage in any activity that results in a tax loss, the hobby loss rule may apply to you. Our celebrity CPA to the stars, Katrina M. Kraft, breaks down the difference in today's What You Need to Know newsletter. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Your mistakes and misfortunes can be restored with effort and determination, turning them into growth opportunities. All right. Join me today live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central with producer Ahmed Gordon, contributor Cameron Riley, and comedian Damon Williams as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the American Heart Association and Black Health Matters. Barbara Scotia College, an HBCU in Concord, North Carolina, needs our help. The What You Need to Know team is asking our supporters and alumni and friends of Barbara Scotia to help them meet their immediate and pressing needs by donating to help Barbara Scotia rise. Please join the thousands of donors from around the world who are stepping up to save one of the nation's oldest HBCUs. Please visit SibylWilkes.com for more information. And check out a celebration of Black filmmakers rooted in the HBCU culture. It's November 10th through the 12th at Howard University's Blackburn Center. I'm Sibyl Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.